going on, everyone? Rabid here with the Rabid Mining YouTube channel, and today we're kind of doing a historical purposes video looking at the current state and profitability of GPU mining and comparing it back to like 2019, the last crypto winter. Now, next year would actually be the 4-year cycle of 2019, but I do have some video clips from Red Panda Mining here back in October of 2019. And I also went back and I did some hash rate comparisons along with price on Ravencoin and Ethereum at the time, just to see what profitability was back then and kind of compare it to right now to see if things are a little bit different, if we're around the same situation or what's going on. So let's kind of take a look at this. Okay, so here we are. I got my spreadsheet all set up, and at about March 8th of 2019, we had Ethereum at a price of about 134. Now we're still hanging out at the same 2-block reward here. Obviously Ravencoin, this is before the halving, so we're getting about 7.1 million coins per 24 hours. But Ravencoin is actually sitting at a little over 3 cents. It was higher back in 2019 than it is today. That's pretty crazy to think about. Ravencoin, I don't know. There's something going on there. It hasn't been doing too great lately. Regardless, it doesn't matter. So we also had 7.1 terahash on Ravencoin, and there was about 13 terahash here hanging out, 13.8 terahash hanging out on Ethereum. So back then for GPUs, we had the Polaris cards, the 580s. That's the numbers I went with here. We do about, 30 to 33 mega hash on Ethereum and about 15 mega hash on Ravencoin, and the coins per day that we got. And this is what we were making before power on Ethereum in 2019 crypto winter. You're making about 41 cents with 32 mega hash. 31 cents is worth of power at 11 cent power. You're making about a 10-cent profit in the winter back then with Ethereum around. You're making about 16-cent profit mining Ravencoin. So Ravencoin was more profitable on a Polaris GPU after power than even Ethereum was at that time. And back then, Ethereum was paying out $1.8 million already, where Ravencoin was paying out $240,000. If we actually look at today, obviously Ethereum is paying a lot more, but we're not able to mine it anymore. Ethereum Classic is about $317,000, which is slightly above Ravencoin, but way below what Ethereum was paying at the time there. And Ravencoin here was paying, currently right now, is paying about $77,000. So you can see the big difference with that halving and the price event, where back then it was paying out a lot more to miners than what it's paying now. But it was profitable. We had some profitable coins here. I'll go through here. There are actually some profitable coins right now. You know what? Screw it. Let's just look at it right now. So Radiant, for an example, we did look at that a little while ago. It's profitable even on a 4080 right now. So current hash rate and prices and everything, again, at the time of watching this video, it may be different than the time of recording this, but at 0.0013 cents, paying out 24,500 based on the hash rate that's on the network. A 4080 is doing about 1.3 gigahash here. You're getting about 538 coins per day. That is making you 69 cents before power, guys. 30 cents is break even. It doesn't use that much power even on a 4080. So you're making about 39 cents currently on Radiant right now, or time of recording. Again, it may change depending when you see this video. Keep that in mind. People are probably going to move to it now, and hash rate will pick up, dropping that profitability. So keep that in mind. I also believe optical Bitcoin is profitable. Not as much. You might be making about 16 to 18 cents after power right now, but it is profitable as well to mine. So there are more coins out there. I still got to dig a little bit deeper, but there are 2 coins that are very profitable, Radiant and of course optical BTC. And we have Caspa. Caspa was profitable as well, but it's only making 3 to 5 cents or so. All right, so I mentioned earlier I found an older video on from Red Panda here, October of 2019, and it's kind of funny. Listen what he says here. Panda, don't get mad at me. You know we all love you, but let's check this out. It's hilarious. It's awesome. Here we go.
Is not always right with their numbers. That's why I put 180 mega hash here at 720 watts, roughly. 11 cents, so about 34 to 37 cents after electrical cost. And let's see, if we do 12 cents, we're gonna be going pretty much. We're going pretty much on par. if you have 12 cents, or I would say if you have 11 cents or higher, it doesn't make sense to mine for you.
There you go. If you have 11 or 12 cents, guys, it doesn't make sense to mine for you in 2019. But we are way more profitable than we are right now. So let's jump into what to mine. And seriously, look at this. So I got 6 3070s in here in his video from 2019. I'm not exactly sure what he was using. I think there were 1080s, 6 of them or something. I'm not sure, but here I put in the numbers for 6 3070s, and Caspa is making 13 cents after power and $1.37 before power. And we have way more efficient GPUs now than we did in 2019. Here you can see over $2 before power. Obviously, the cheaper your power price, the more money you're going to make. And we're only getting $1.37 out of Casper right now. This is 6 3070s and 13 cents after power. Now, scrolling on down here, we're negative 75 cents, negative 80 cents, negative 82, 87, negative 93, negative in the dollars here. So that's pretty crazy just to look at. So things are pretty close to the same when it comes to Caspa and profitability, 6 GPUs, but to the rest of the coins, they're just way down there. And the reason is, once the Ethereum bang happened in 2021, so much hardware did come onto the networks, and none of these coins can support it, nothing at all. But there is hope. There is hope out there, because we didn't expect Ethereum to do what it did. So what will do what Ethereum did? That's what we really hope for. A lot of people are really believing in Caspa. Now, Caspa doesn't have too long left on GPUs. I believe 3 years or something. Then, it's going to be heavy ASIC, laser ASICs, or whatever those things are. But GPUs are not going to be on it much longer. They're going to get overrun by better mining equipment. So we just got to keep that in mind. That's probably going to happen probably sometime around 2026, which is right after the next bull run. But I can't guarantee anything. But it's just based on what the whole timeline, everything's looking like. But we're about 51% complete mining it when it comes to the GPU aspect. But we'll see what happens in the future. But we do have other projects. Obviously, we have Ergo here. We have Flux. There is a lot of hope that Flux may be the next Ethereum. They're building this whole ecosystem, proof of useful work, doing a lot of things that is different than everyone else. Everyone's focusing on asset creation. Everyone is focusing on DeFi, NFTs, and so on. But Flux, they're trying to build an entire ecosystem around Web3, node hosting, running things, competing with AWS. Is going to be absolutely insane with the things they're really wanting to do. So I think Flux does have big potential to move us into the next go-to coin. Now, I'm not saying nothing else does. Sure, Ergo has potential and stuff, and obviously Caspa has stuff, but like I said, it depends on how that works with GPU side there. And there's other various cryptos out here as well. But for now, I'm really kind of eyeballing Flux when it comes to the GPU side, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Now that brings me to another thing, which we kind of talked about in some live streams. And are you actually still mining at a loss? Are you doing it right now? Curious, let me know in the comments. So I was looking at this based on other people's comments in the past as well. Is maintenance costs, maintenance fee. What if you blow a fan on a GPU? What if something goes down? I'm sure we all have extra risers if you're running an open air frame and so on, extra parts. But if you have to get a new fan, which is like what, $20 to $30 depending on the GPU, that's like a 300-day ROI of a freaking fan. Think about it. You got mining Caspa on a per GPU, it's like 3 to 5 cents. That's a 300-day ROI of a fan. Now, we're looking at some ASIC miners, or people like, I'm not getting that. That's like a 1.5 year ROI. That's a 1 year ROI. 1 year plus, I'm not in. Guys, the day of 3 to 6 month ROIs, they're over. Never happening again. Well, never say never. We may start seeing that again in maybe 2 bull runs from now, but definitely I don't think that's going to happen in the next bull run. But we're looking at a 300-day ROI for a freaking GPU fan right now. So what's a GPU ROI? Never, if you're in the negatives, obviously. So it comes down to power price. So it depends on everyone's perspective. You're mining for heat. If you're mining for, you love the coin, that's the best way to go about it. Obviously, coins need their security. You got to validate the transactions. So that's a perfectly good excuse to mine right now at a loss, is if you really want to support a project. For sure, go for it 100%. There is nothing wrong with that. But for people looking for profits, Are you still mining? And if so, why? You're better off buying this coin for the same amount as you would in power, and you'll end up with a lot more coins and a lot more profit in 2025. So that pretty much does wrap up this video, though. I just want to do a quick comparison between, previous bear markets to today's bear market, and then compare and look at some GPUs. And remember, Radiant RXD or whatever, it is profitable right now. So is Optical BTC and Caspa, which is on What to Mine. I believe it's it is the only one that's currently profitable in What to Mine that I'm aware of. Now, I believe there's one more other one in the coins. I can't remember what it is, but I do believe Radiant is probably one of the most profitable today still. So you guys mining Radiant? You guys mining Caspa? What are you mining? And if you're not mining, are you just shut down and waiting for the difficulty to adjust? Or do you plan on selling? Or what are your ambitions in crypto? Or are you transitioning to maybe ASIC mining? That is a popular choice at this time as well, as moving and, evolving your farm into ASICs or something else. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.